Imagine a Dunkleosteus, one of the most terrifying predators to ever live, suddenly reappearing in the modern West Pacific. Could it claw its way back to the top of the food chain? Or would 360 million years of evolution leave it completely outmatched? In the dark depths near the Mariana Trench, a baby Dunkleosteus has just hatched. Less than 35 centimeters long, weighing barely 4.5 kilograms. Nothing more than a speck of ancient dust in today's ocean. But in its veins runs the blood of a ruler that once dominated the Devonian seas. Its first threat isn't a predator, it's the cold. The Devonian seas it's wired for were warm, shallow, and steady at 28 degrees Celsius. The modern deep ocean? A bone-chilling 18 degrees. That 10-degree gap is brutal for an ectotherm, an animal that can't regulate its own body heat. To survive, it must eat, and eat constantly. Like a shadow, it drifts along the seabed, desperate for its first kill. It finds sardines. In its ancient instincts, prey are slow and clumsy. Its 4-bar linkage skull, a mechanical marvel, can generate violent vacuum suction and snap shut in just 0.02 seconds. One strike, that's all it should take. But modern fish didn't survive 360 million years by standing still. The sardine spool explodes into motion, top speed in half a second, gone in an instant. The suction snaps shut on nothing but cold seawater. Worse, after 3 seconds of full sprint, the Dunkleosteus is spent, gasping in slow motion, while its prey vanishes. For the first time, it senses the truth. This is not the world it was built for. Hungry and humiliated, it turns to the seafloor. Crabs, scraps, whatever it can crush. Its 500-Newton bite force makes quick work of hard shells. It survives in disgrace, growing slowly, shedding cartilage, hardening into something more fearsome. 6 months later, 1 meter long, and a new problem. 3 reef sharks, drawn by the scent of blood, begin to circle. In its genetic memory, early sharks were soft, barely evolved creatures, easy targets. So, it charges, recklessly, a fatal mistake. Modern sharks abandoned armor millions of years ago in favor of pure agility. One shark barely twitches, the charge misses entirely. Then it strikes from behind, raking teeth across the unprotected rear half of the Dunkleosteus. Another bite, another. Within 30 seconds, 7 or 8 deep gashes are bleeding freely. The ancient predator finally stops fighting its instincts. It goes limp, sinks toward the seafloor, playing dead. One shark, impatient, moves in for the kill. Big mistake. The moment it enters the blind spot, the ancient killing machine snaps awake. The 4-bar linkage explodes open. Violent suction pulls the shark forward, and in 0.02 seconds, 5,000 newtons of hydraulic force slams shut. Those massive shearing plates split the reef shark's skull like it's made of wet clay. A muffled crack echoes through the water. The shark doesn't even register the neural signal. Its body folds in half. The remaining 2 sharks don't wait around. In all their millions of years, they've never seen anything die like that. They flee into the deep. That half-shark fuels something. Growth accelerates. 5 years later, 5 meters long, 2 tons of living armor. It begins to believe it has reclaimed the throne. Then one day, a shadow falls over it so massive, it blocks out the light. A blue whale, 30 meters, 100 tons, moving like a slow and different continent. The Dunkleosteus bears its shearing plates. The whale doesn't even look at it. A single stroke of its tail sends the 2-ton ancient predator tumbling across the seabed like a toy. It isn't even worth acknowledging. Humbled, the Dunkleosteus retreats, learns, becomes more careful. 5 more years. Now it's a fully mature adult, 6.5 meters long, 3.5 tons, armored in 5-centimeter thick obsidian black plates. Its peak bite force? 60,000 newtons, 3 times that of a great white shark. great whites begin rerouting their migration to avoid it. This thing has become a ghost story for the modern ocean. But fate loves to strike at the peak of power. 5 killer whales appear, each one over 8 meters long. And unlike every enemy before them, they aren't impressed. They don't charge, they don't flee, they plan. As the Dunkleosteus lunges forward in its signature head-on rush, the killer whales scatter in every direction, unleashing high-frequency sonar pulses, spinning curtains of bubbles, scrambling its lateral line sensors. It can't track them, can't lock on. It's fighting blindfolded against 5 ghosts. In its rage, it spots one whale that's drifted too close. It activates the vacuum, the ancient finishing move, and in 0.02 seconds, those crushing jaws detonate shut. The sound of bones cracking rips through the deep. The killer whale is snapped in half. But that's the last move it has. The 4 remaining killer whales don't mourn. They shift gears, cold, clinical, calculated. They exploit the one fatal flaw no armor can fix. The Dunkleosteus turns like a freight ship. They dart in and out of its blind spots, targeting the soft belly, the unprotected tail peduncle, tearing, bleeding it out, piece by piece. Empty swirls in the water. Nothing. This machine was built for one thing: straight line head-on kill. 3-dimensional tactical warfare was never in its programming. Within minutes, blood loss wins. The Dunkleosteus stops struggling. It sinks into the abyss, not killed in a single heroic moment, but bled dry by creatures who never fought fair. The 4 killer whales don't even eat it. They circle the corpse. One slaps its massive armored head with a tail, a final casual insult. Then, with a burst of sharp clicks and whistles, they swim away. The absolute ruler from 360 million years ago, the animal that once made the Devonian seas its empire, ends as a sunken carcass, swallowed by a world it was never meant to inhabit. Evolution doesn't reward the strongest. It rewards the most adaptable. And for all its power, the Dunkleosteus never learned to adapt.